What's up, everybody? Captain Shotgun here, and if you've been watching my content for any amount of time, really, you know one of my favorite blasters is the Nerf STRYFE. And until recently, I did not think this is a possibility. But this is the Mini STRYFE. We're gonna talk about it. First things first, I want to say thank you to my friend who allowed me to use his 3D printer to print off this kit, because this is a 3D printed kit. You will have to own a 3D printer or have someone print it off for you. So yeah, that's the one downfall of this kit. It's 3D printed, and as far as I can tell, you can't buy the actual parts anywhere, so you have to print it yourself or outsource someone who has a printer who's willing to let you have the parts for free or at cost. But yeah, other than that, it's very simple, and it just takes work to put it in. So starting off, in STRYFE attachment point, rev trigger, main trigger, magazine release. This is aftermarket. Top rail, huge battery cover, and I'll get to that in a moment. Worker metal battery screw, super helpful. Front attachment point, rail attachment point, swing attachment point. It's awesome. It's awesome. With a 4.2 millimeter crush flywheel cage, with vacuum motors and worker smooth wheels. With this configuration, I can get just around 125 FPS, so good for HVZ games. I haven't ran this in a game, one, because it's not mine. I built this for a friend of mine. And two, because the games I go to run 200 FPS. But I've done a whole lot of testing with this, and for what it is, considering that it's still a modified flywheel blaster without a B-car or any sort of dart stabilization device, it's pretty accurate. I had no issue hitting targets at 45 and 50 feet away. Human-sized targets, that is. You're not going to be able to hit like a tin can at that distance unless you're insanely lucky. But yes, it gets right around 125 with AF Pro darts or worker half darts. But if you put in Dart Zone Nitro Shot Bamboo darts, those will get right around 132 FPS average, which is really nice. It's talent only. You have to cut down the STRYFE and install these, the new mag rail, which is really nice. I mean, I guess you wouldn't have to do that, but it fixes it. There's some stuff you have to trim up on the inside, but other than that, it's really straightforward. I have an aftermarket magazine release and a worker extended pusher, because the pusher that's in there was having trouble feeding. But one of the bad things about this kit, guys, is the fact of how much tuning it takes. It took a lot of fine tuning and sanding to be able to get the two halves of the cell to line up together correctly, so I could glue it in place and get it right. It was really difficult, guys, and only do it if you know what you're doing and you have DevCon. This is DevCon on here. You have to have DevCon for this mod. That's what's all on here. I didn't sand it down or paint it because we decided to leave it in the rough look that it has, because it looks good. It looks like a regular STRYFE from far enough away. Now, to get to this oversized battery compartment, that is because I have an 8 AA pack that I got for this blaster, so I can run this on 8 AA's. The rev up time isn't great, and the performance is not as good as it would be if it was running on a 3S LiPo, but I can get it down to NWAR HVZ. That's 120 and below, guys, 120 FPS. So, I mean, I'm happy. This is a perfect sidearm. The Chris Vector kit with the Retaliator stock makes it perfect for QCB. Yeah, I mean, you need to build one. That's all I can say. If you know what you're doing, build one. If you don't know what you're doing, find someone to build it for you, because this is epic. I'm currently building a second one for myself. Video coming on that soon. But yeah, let's do some more firing footage. So now we're out here on the range, and I have a full 15-round Talon magazine with AF Pro darts. I think I have 18 darts in here. So let's just see what we do. I am aiming for the number 1 out there on the storage locker, and then if I manage to hit the 1 consistently, I will be aiming for the tiny little hole on the net. I'm running it with the 3S LiPo and not the AA's, just in case anybody was concerned. That's okay. That's not bad for, 15, 20 feet with this kit. This time I have a full mag of Worker Gen 3s. This is still running on the 3S Ripo. Not bad, still not perfect, but I feel like, it's a flywheel blaster. It's not going to be all that accurate. Let's switch over to the 8AAs. Okay, now I got a full magazine of Adventure Force half darts and the 8AA pack. I almost feel like that was more accurate. Let's try it with the workers. Now I got the Worker Gen 3s. Now just keep in mind, these are all used darts, so you'd probably get slightly better performance with brand new darts, but I don't have those, so I'll use used darts. Yeah, it's pretty accurate with the AAs. It just has a very slow rev up time. So yeah, let's go talk about it. So yes, awesome, right? Yeah, I know it's awesome. I built it. I have another one of these planned, as I was saying. That's a Daybreak STRYFE, just like this, but it has Krakens and Daybreak, so I should be getting right around 170, which will be nice. But this is the big one. I'm thinking about doing a band blaster setup. Yes, I know. Possibly a dual stage band blaster setup. If you'd like to see that, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, because it really helps the channel. But also, if you want one of these blasters, I will have the 3D printed parts in the description, so you can download the files and print them out and build it yourself. But if enough of you are interested in it, let me know down in the comments, and I will talk to the person who created the kit and see if I can get licensing so I can put these up and build them myself, and maybe even start an Etsy shop. That way you guys won't have to do any work at all, just spend your money. So let me know what you think about that. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, because it really helps the channel, and it's free. That's a big one. So yeah, until next time, it's custom or nothing.